From woman to man, a 43-year fight for dignity and survival. At first glance, Sisa's life seems normal.
She leaves for work at 6 a.m., dressed in men's clothing, ready for a day of shining shoes or laying bricks.
However, many in the neighborhood know Sisa is living with a secret.
Despite her appearance, Sisa is actually a woman.
For over 40 years, she has been pretending to be a man to earn a living. Sisa was 6 months pregnant when her husband, the sole provider for their family, fell ill and died.
At the time, it was almost impossible for women in Egypt to work, and those who did often faced severe sexual harassment and discrimination.
Most women were expected to remarry.
Sisa's brothers tried to introduce her to new suitors, but she refused, saying she would rather eat dirt than marry again.
Just 40 days after her husband's death, she shaved her head, put on men's clothes, and decided to live as a man.
She has lived this way for 43 years, and she says she will continue until her last day.
Many of us might wonder how hard it was to live as a woman back then, or even today.
Waleed Hammad, a 24-year-old Egyptian actor, wanted to find out. He was curious about what women experience in public in Cairo and whether Egypt truly has an epidemic of sexual harassment, as many activists claim. To get an answer, he spent 4 hours in makeup, had his eyebrows plucked, shaved his arms, wore a wig, and dressed as a woman. He also carried a hidden camera to record his experience.
What he captured was shocking.
Within minutes of walking on the street, Waleed felt overwhelmed by men staring at him, making sexual comments and even offering money for sex. One man followed him for over 45 minutes, grabbed his arm, begged for his phone number, and insisted on going out with him. Waleed admitted he was scared and said he couldn't imagine living that way every day like so many women do.
Sexual harassment isn't just an issue in Egypt.
In a video from New York City, a woman was recorded being harassed more than 100 times while walking through the streets in one day. Whether in the US, Egypt, or elsewhere, this kind of harassment happens far too often.
How is it in your country?